Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by. Long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Tua to throw right away. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ball Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. And this... I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 17 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going long for Coates. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Complete to Jones. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that They're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Out of the gun now on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Light on his feet. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Walker to start the drive, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And
Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So plenty of fireworks here early, 35-0 now as the kick is away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. Throw right. And Andrews lost the football. And some room to maneuver. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Here's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Tua.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And it's second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Davis Price is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. At this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of him.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly Penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ty Davis-Price adding to his NFL record in touchdowns, and the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ty Davis-Price and the rest of this offense returning to the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those. He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there, 61 yards, and the Dolphins just continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Tua's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick. Up there, 22. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Coates. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one caught by Coates. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Watkins. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on second down. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he fields it cleanly.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lawton. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Benjamin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Watkins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check 31, check 31.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Here we go, here we go. Flat 40. Let's choose the light. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Ready.
Davis Price up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
This is Benjamin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Ravens.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua shifts by him at the 25, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On the counter, Davis Price.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, Lawton. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Striker. 3-3.
They run it with Benjamin. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need... And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. It's the fullback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Down. Yellow. 43. We own them. We own them. On 52. Check, cut.
On first down, Lawton, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Triple, 38. Check out.
2nd down. Here's Davis Price. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Let him know. Check 52's the money. Check 50. Check steal. Watch the edge. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Monroe. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Set. Black. 95. Where's 52? Watch 52.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Monroe. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Andrews. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
17.
On the run is Benjamin. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, Monroe. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Miami, They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.